Russell Brand has been an actor, a comedian, a podcast host for decades. All of a sudden, he's one of the most forceful voices for the truth in the English-speaking world. He's also a deeply interesting person with a lot of insights about God. Amazingly, Russell Brand. We sat down with him for a long conversation. A brand new episode of Tucker Carlson today. Here's a small part of it.
As much as I might enjoy the feeling of privilege and luxury, and I'm certainly making no claims to be an ascetic, I remember what reality is.
And what is reality, Russell Brand? Apparently for women, their reality is different from yours. You're saying it's consensual when they're saying it's not. Let's go hear more of what Russell Brand has to tell Tucker Carlson. We'll be back to dissect more.
I remember that my wellness is contingent upon spiritual connection, upon certain values and principles, and I'm sorry to admit, involve sacrifice and self-scrutiny about my own conduct and behavior.
Yes.
Russell, it sounds good, but what about your accountability to those 4 women that says that you have assaulted them? Instead, you are running from it and you're blaming the mainstream media, Russell. What you say on tape sounds good, but your action is a lot different.
Often fall short, and I'm working on improving myself. I continue to work on improving myself. So when I sort of hear morality sort of as bombast, or when I hear rhetoric divorced from compassion, it makes me feel uneasy. So I've been blessed with a very practical spirituality, like many desperate people. I need spirituality, I need God, or I cannot cope in this world. I need to believe in the best in people. I need to believe that there are new alliances possible, new ways of us communicating, because I see atrophying and corrupt systems delivering yet more misery to people, and I think it's increasingly necessary that we find new ways of framing the conversation and looking into our hearts when we're speaking. Are we being kind? Are we being loving? Are we being the best that we can be? On whose behalf are we speaking? And what is my intention moment to moment? Am I doing this for self-glorification? Am I doing this because I have obligations to Rumble, the platform I'm on? Or am I doing this because I genuinely believe that a better world is possible, and that world is born individually within each of us moment to moment, and it's possible to change? I genuinely believe in change, and I'm not at my core a misanthrope. I don't believe that we need systems of condemnation. I don't believe that if people aren't heavily policed and heavily controlled, they will behave badly. I believe that we can self-organize. I believe I'm optimistic about your country, and I'm optimistic about mine, and I'm optimistic about the world. But I think the price of that optimism is a degree of reason and an acceptance that many people see the world very, very differently at this time. Right. And we're going to have to allow one another some distance to be who we are, whether that's individually or communally. And these are the areas that interest me. And these are the things that have always interested me. The fact was, I just didn't have enough self-discipline to resist the allure of starving.
And the allure of women, Russell. You forgot to tell Tucker Carlson the allure of women. Let's go see more of what what Russell Brand has to say. We'll be back with more.
And I fell face first into the glitter, and I'm only just pulling myself out now.
Are you really pulling yourself out now, Russell Brand? What about the 4 women allegations of assault? That you need to confess to. Why aren't you saying that? We're going to look at your September 15th segment. Let's go back and see what more Russell has to say.
Once I stopped drinking and taking drugs, it became clear that there was a lot more on offer. The ability to, in fact, as they say, recovery, the term recovery is undergirded by the idea that we recover the person we're intended to be.
That was Russell Brand and Tucker Carlson back in the days when Tucker Carlson was on Fox News. And we just had to dissect that because Russell's segments shows that he is guilty. This is a gentleman that's telling us that he loves compassion. However, when he divorced his ex-wife, Katy Perry, he sent her a text to let her know they're going through a divorce. What type of compassion is that? Then in 2020, Russell said that all these were consensual. No, 2020, he denied it. The BBC asked him, he denied it. Then he came forward and now he's saying that it's all consensual. All. The word all is just way too broad. So on September 15th, Russell said this: I received 2 extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks He said that these allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspaper all the time, when I was in the movies. As I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during the time of my promiscuity, the relationship I had were absolutely always consensual. So those are the phrases that they're going to tear apart. Absolutely always mainstream media. Why is it important with the mainstream media? Because Russell Brand made a lot of money from the mainstream media, and now he's got a different agenda. He's got truth with him. Ooh, truth. You know, he says stuff on the Tucker Carlson on Fox show that he has a new way of looking at stuff. He wants to be kind. He wants to love people. He wants a openness of life, and he wants to be sincere. But start by being sincere, Russell, by coming clean about these women that yes, there were allegations and you were wrong and you need help. And YouTube did the right thing by suspending Russell Brand AdSense. Russell went to Rumble. So BBC asked Rumble to suspend the AdSense. Rumble did not do that. Elon Musk is backing Russell Brand. So is Andrew Tate. So is Tucker Carlson. So is Alex Jones. I'm a conservative. I am agreeing with the 4 women. As Megyn Kelly says, she had a knee-jerk reaction to this. Friends, go ahead and check out our products today. They are Safari. They are gorgeous. Order from Saks. It's one of them. They're beautiful, though. Check them out. They are lovely. And Kim Kardashian is making the news. Kim Kardashian is playing a role in American Idol. Apparently, she's going to be friends with Emmy Roberts, who Emmy is playing a lady who's married to a prominent, successful man, and they can't have any babies. They're having IVF problems. But that's not a stretch for Kim to act in. Do you remember who had IVF problem in her family? Khloe Kardashian. So, Kim, that's right up your alley. You can comfort Emmy Roberts' character when it's time to go through the IVF stuff. But we're going to be watching for Kim Kardashian. And no, Kanye West is not back with Kim. Kanye West has a new wife that looks just like Kim Kardashian. And she too has a beautiful family just like Kim Kardashian. I'm Tisha Paul. Friends, go ahead and hit that free like and that free subscribe button. We'll bring you the latest breaking business news or celebrity news from the United States.